And you go to the side and they're like plant-breathing dragons on the side. How gorgeous is that? Talking of egg cups, we have these. Now these are special. I'm hoping to find more because I want some for myself too. I've seen them in all different colors.
This is Jen, ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep.
Hi there, my lovely sleepy squirrels. This is a little update for this week. I will be showing you the next 20 items that I'm putting for sale up on my eBay store. Today is Thursday of last week when you're seeing this. So I put everything up online 2 days ago, and there are already been 3 things that have sold. And I thought before we get into what's for sale this week, I would do like a little what's sold kind of thing. I'm just kind of winging it, guys, so it's very like behind the scenesy. If you like that kind of thing, it's cool. So the first thing that actually sold is one of my favorite things, and it's the little Limoges trinket box, the little porcelain one. And I don't know if that went to one of the subscribers. There was no message with it. But it's going to Denmark. So I'm just gonna wrap it all up and send it off to Denmark. I did a pre-thingy wrapping, a pre-proper wrapping just to see how much packing material I would need, like weight-wise, because I'm worried that the weight's gonna be over. I'm really like nervous that the weight's going to be over for any of these things. It's like my number one concern right now. I'm sending things like overseas and the weight's going to be like 20 grams over, and I'm going to have to spend like 10 euros more or something. I don't know. So I just did like a preliminary wrap of this. Looks beautiful. So if you don't remember what it looks like, it's like a porcelain trinket box that looks like a walnut. Super cute. Very fancy. So what I did was I popped some newspaper inside the trinket dish so that, you know, there wouldn't be pressure going in, if you know what I mean. I think you're supposed to fill any voids like that if you can. And then I put a little bubble wrap around it at the bottom. Then I added a bit of tissue paper around the lid just to kind of, I don't know, so none of the surfaces are touching any other hard surfaces, if you know what I mean. And that way, the shape of the trinket dish kind of stays in touch, but nothing's touching it and everything's filled up, you know. And then I'll wrap it up again with bubble wrap and then tape. And then this is the little box I'm going to be using. All the boxes I'm using are boxes that have been sent to me by like other companies, or like I've been sent with other things. And so I haven't bought any packing material yet, so that's cool. So yeah, and then once that is all nicely wrapped in there, I will use some of this around it to give it that kind of like scrunchy packing where it can move when it moves around. So like if you hit the side of the box, the shock will get absorbed hopefully by this, like being like, and then any shock will get absorbed by this and this and this and this, etc. And nothing will happen to this little trinket box, and it will go off to Denmark with no problems. So that's my my first shipping endeavor. I have like my little very accurate scale here. I'm sure once I get really into it, I'll need something a bit better than a mechanical kitchen scale. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's working pretty well. And I have this little tape measure to make sure my box is not going over the box sizes, which is apparently very important too. Like going from 15 to 16 centimeters in the size of a box can make a huge difference, apparently, especially with certain specific areas of shipping. I don't know. I'm still like learning. So I'm making sure that I don't overpack the boxes so that they push out and end up measuring more and stuff. And then I have some other random packing materials over here. So I have more of this stuff here. And I have lots of different sizes of bubble wrap, like big sizes, some that are a bit more like spaced out, some that are quite intense, and then obviously the smaller, more like general packing bubble wrap stuff here. So yeah, that's the first thing. This is very rambly and very long, guys. It's almost very like one of my Patreon videos or something. Okay. The second item to sell, and it's this little guy. Well, big guy, he's pretty big. The pink cat. This guy has had a lot of attention since I found him. Everybody loves him. And he was snapped up by one of my patrons actually. So that's pretty cool. So this is going all the way to the US. Go and join Alyssa. Hey Alyssa, little shout out. Hope you're well. So yeah, this little guy is going all the way to the US. So yeah, I'll see you. He's pretty gorgeous. I put him in this box, which actually was the box that my daughter's microscope came in. And it's a nice big size, but not too big for the shipping and all that kind of stuff. And I figured that I would just leave these little polystyrene ends in that protected the microscope. And then that will protect this little guy from any harm. And since he's going all the way to the US, I figure an extra bit of protection wouldn't do any harm. So weight-wise, he's fine. And size of the box-wise, it's fine. And yeah, so he's going off to Alyssa. Bye. Alyssa, if you're watching, you should send me, once he arrives, send a picture of him in situ, like at yours, on the community tab on Patreon. That would be very cool. I would be very happy to see it arrived. I know it's silly, but it's cool. Okay, so that's number 2. He's going to need probably some of the big bubble wrap around him to fill up some of this space. And this last piece going out today is the ever so popular also blue gentleman cat. I do love this guy. And he is also going out to a viewer. I don't think a patron, but a viewer. And he's going all the way to Croatia, which is great. Hey. Going off to Croatia in this little box, which I think is a Look Fantastic box. I think I got one of my Look Fantastic boxes in this thing. I'm giving you guys loads of information that you do not care about, but it's rambly, it's ASMR, it's fine. So yeah, Matja from Croatia. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but yeah. So same thing goes for you. If you could send me a picture of him once he's all settled in, that would be great. Such a weird thing to ask, but that would be really fun. I feel like I'm rehoming animals rather than selling things on eBay. But yeah, I don't know, just especially these two, they're very like dear to me. So yeah, you'll be getting a bunch of bubble wrap and packing and protection and being sent off we have Denmark, America, and Croatia. Quite varied for my first items. Very exciting. Please excuse my voice is still pretty rough. Hope it isn't jeopardizing your relaxation. I'm gonna head off now to the post office once I've wrapped all this stuff up, and then later on or tomorrow I'll come back and film the rest of this video showing you what is for sale this week. That's them all done. My little basket of packages ready to go. 2, 3. So guys, before we get into what's for sale this week, I'm just jumping back in here on Sunday to let you know that 3 other things have sold. So it's very exciting. And you will see that there is quite a theme. The cats are popular, guys. Okay, so the next thing that sold is this gorgeous set of kitties. I love these guys. I got these in the big Rederie, which is like the big car boot sale where the entire center of town is like full of stands. So these are pretty cool. Japanese kitty cats. And these are going all the way to Canada to join Lauren. Hey Lauren, hope you're well. Hope these guys find you well. And if you would like to, you can send me a picture of them once they're installed. Once they're happily at yours. If you want. Nobody has to, but it would be cool. So yeah, these are off to Canada. Pop them over here. The little white crouching cat, which by the way, I actually was able to get that little black mark off. I think it was paint, but maybe not the same as the eyeball. So there is no black mark on it anymore. That's pretty cool. So this little kitty is going to Australia to join Cindy. Hey Cindy, I hope he finds you well. So yeah, thank you Cindy. I hope that you're also able to send me a little picture of him crouching somewhere at yours in Australia. It's very global. I was like, oh, I'm only going to be able to sell in France, really. Nobody's going to want to spend the money on the shipping or anything like that. But you guys have surprised me. So, none of the items like are automatically able to ship to like the US and stuff like that. But just send me a little message and I'll open it up. I just would be fine sending it to like Australia, Canada, America and stuff like that for our viewers. But maybe not just for anyone, if you know what I mean. It does reduce my profits for that, but I'm fine with that if it's you guys. Do you know what I mean? So if you want something and you can see that it's not available in your country, just send me a message and I'll do it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If you're in Europe or in France, it's already fine for you guys. So, okay. The last one is the ballerina cat. I knew she would sell pretty quick. She's pretty special. I can only find like 1 or 2 other examples of this, and not even in this position. Like the other ones are like in a more like stood up ballerina pose and stuff. And I don't know, she's just special. So this little girlie is going to America to join Sarah. Hey Sarah, I'm happy you were able to grab her. I know you were excited about it too, so it's very cool. I will protect all of these kitties, guys, don't worry. I will protect them and make sure nothing happens to them on the way. I think I'm going to have 2 sections to this video, the what's sold and what's selling parts. So this is still the what's sold part. So yeah, thank you Cindy, thank you Sarah, and thank you Lauren. post office tomorrow morning. I have an extra little thing is these little puppy dogs. Someone really wanted them. Katie from Canada. Hey, Katie. She messaged me like a long time ago before I was able to sell anything. So I'm just gonna skip the eBay part and send these out to her. If you see anything that you really want, and obviously like it's gonna take me a while to get things out, if you are a patron, just message me on Patreon, and we can figure something out if you don't want to wait for when things go up on eBay. I understand. Okay, so let's get into what's selling this week. The first thing I'm putting out this week is this guy. Who remembers this? It's this big duck's head. It's like a blow mold. It has some handlebars. It has a little thingy there for his neck to attach to what used to be a scooter. Obviously, I do not have the scooter, I just have this. I think it may have had a hat. So we have like a screw top kind of thing on the head. But I think he's amazing. And somebody with a very, very cool place will be able to use this as decoration for their vintage place. I think it's amazing. This was one of the things I wasn't sure about just because I paid up a little for it. But I'm pretty happy I did because I feel like it's very unique. And some cool person is going to be able to do something very cool with this. I even feel like it might be like cool in a bar or like I don't know, something retro and vintage and cool and colorful. Somebody's going to do something great with this, I'm sure of it. I don't know how quickly it will sell, but so yeah, he's going online for whoever needs him. Although I don't know if he's really a need kind of item. He's more of a want, I would say. These next items are actually the only ones I haven't photographed yet. Everything else here I've photographed ready for eBay. I've like made the listing and everything for Sunday, and everything's going out on Tuesday. I just need to translate everything into French and English, like to make sure both are correct on Monday, and also figure out the shipping. And then on Tuesday, everything will be ready. So these are the cutlery rests I got from AMIENS. And they are these, I can never say it, Dachshunds, sausage dogs, I don't know. However you pronounce that. And they're so cool. They're like this kind of sturdy plastic. I wouldn't want to guess like lucite or something fancy. They're just, for me, they're plastic. So yeah, they're very cool. And I have 12 of them. I'm going to set them as 2 sets of 6. So you can either buy 6 or 12. Yay. Aren't they so cool? So I have a big bag of them. They don't really have any damage on them. I think there are probably some little scratches here and there on some of them. But I'll just put them down as secondhand. So everybody will be aware. Can't see anything on this one. But they're in pretty good shape. They're so cute. Aren't they gorgeous? I've seen them online for all sorts of prices. I think someone had them down for like 50 euros or 60 euros for a set of 6. I was like, are you joking? They will definitely not be that expensive. But I feel like Etsy, people put things up like super more expensive on Etsy than they do on eBay, I've noticed. Okay, so this bag of dogs, bag of doggies. The reason I haven't photographed them yet is because I will need to photograph them on black and not on white, and I haven't done that yet, so I haven't changed the white to black yet. I'll do that later today. the next items that I've put up this week is this set, oh they're so cute, of porcelain roses. I don't know why they come like this, like as a set. So you have these gorgeous little porcelain roses that have been glazed in a nice shiny pink. Nice French porcelain. And they are candle holders, I guess, because candles on the table, one for each person, and then you've got the little cutlery rest to go with. I'd more put the emphasis on the roses. I mean, the little porcelain cutlery holders are fine too. I mean, they're quite cute, white with the hand-painted pink stripe. But I definitely think that the roses are cooler. So they are vintage. You can probably tell by the box. Here, porcelaine, 6 porte-couteaux et 6 bougeoirs porte-couteaux. So they're knife rests, not cutlery rests. Same thing. So yeah, these are pretty cool. And they're already a little protected in their box, so shipping should be quite good. I'll maybe just wrap each one to make sure they don't clink against the cutlery rest or something. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, these are pretty cool. And this next item probably would have done better if I'd got it out in the springtime, but you know, I couldn't. So we're here and it's fine. So it's this cake knife. So it's like you like cut the cake and then you serve the cake with the same knife. So it's pretty cool. Like you guys don't know. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. There are like 1 or 2 tiny scratches on there, but honestly, nothing. There we go, you can see them, the little scratches here. Honestly, for a secondhand cake knife, that's pretty good. And just the handle is amazing. It's so kitsch, and it's like so 3D. And I think it's resin. I would say it's resin because it feels pretty sturdy. It doesn't feel like very chippy. You know, when I saw it, I was like, oh, please don't be like chalkware or something ridiculous like that. Or even ceramic would be a little, you know, chippy. But it's not. It's resin. So that's going to stay like that. So I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. It's just a shame that it's not still summertime. But you know, you can prepare for next year. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You can see we're going a little more kitchen-y this week. Last week was very like just figurines and stuff. This week I'm doing like a little bit more of a kitchen-y idea. The next item is a very simple kitchen-y thing. I just thought it was cool. It's like the little serving platter, just a ceramic serving platter. Doesn't have a brand name or anything, but everything is very sleek, nicely made, and just like simple, you know. And it's like this duck's head to it, which is kind of weird, but also I get it because it's like to serve like duck pate or like foie gras or something. So I've seen a lot of these, but a lot of them have like writing on them and stuff, and it just kind of cheapens it, in my opinion. Like the writing will be like specifically from this town or this city or the type of pate you would put on it or something. I just thought there was something really nice and simple about this. And the fact that it's white and simple and just has this ducky on it. You could actually use it for candles or other decoration. You don't have to use it to serve pate. You can use it to serve whatever you like. I actually bought 2 of these, and unfortunately one of them was damaged, and I didn't realize it. It had like a hairline crack going across the back of its neck that I didn't notice when I bought it. Not this one, the one I've got rid of. So I was going to I was going to sell 2 of them together, but just have this one left. And this one's fine. This one's pretty perfect. These next things I have are oil and vinegar. Look at these. So oil in French is huile, which starts with an H. So we have HV, oil and vinegar. And I just thought they were very simple. There's no they're not branded, but they're just really nicely solid made. They're probably not vintage, but they're in really good shape. I feel like somebody has used them, but very lightly used. Like there's a little touch of staining on the cork there, but it's not like, you know, you can't it's not sticky or gross or anything. It's just fine. So on the oil, and then on the vinegar, just have a nice clean cork. So yeah, I thought these were very sweet and very, I'm just really drawn to just plain white for the kitchen. I don't know why. I feel like you can decorate your kitchen how you want, and if you add white, it's fine. It'll go with anything. The next item is this vintage jug. It's like a milk jug. And there was something really special about it. When I saw it, I actually got this like with a milk and a shorter one that was like a creamer kind of thing. The creamer one's handle was actually broke and repaired, and I didn't notice it. And once I washed the item, the handle, the water seeped into the break on the handle, and I had to get rid of it because it was coming apart. But this guy is perfect, so it's okay. So once again, I am learning in this journey. I'm learning to take more care about damage. So this guy, I think I got this in Balkon Permanent. I think I got the pair there. So partly hand painted. So on the top here is hand painted. And this is a transfer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And you can see it's got a lot of crazing on it. Gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that. You can see it in the pictures. If there's any damage or marks or anything on any of these pieces, you'll see it in the pictures for sure. I'm very careful about that. So it is Lancaster, which is actually a French sarigime. I can't remember how to pronounce the name of the ceramics place. I want to say sarigime. I don't know. It's a well-known French pottery company. So yeah, I know people like collecting this blue and white, the Lancaster stuff. So that's cool. Get a little space. And this next guy I absolutely love. I found this at AMIENS, and the outside, I remember when I found it, it was a special moment, guys. So it is a poubelle apéritif. So basically in France, they have little table bins, which is not a concept I was familiar with before coming to France. So basically you have a little receptacle, usually like a porcelain or ceramic. It's usually just like a round thing. You can get them in the shape of like wheelie bins and everything now, but like it was just like a pot with a lid, and you just put all of like your table scraps, just like all your like olive bits or the little just anything that you don't need anymore. So for example, you could put all the little cocktail sticks and any packaging or anything, just whatever. So like if you're having friends around for drinks and you serve little bits and pieces, all the like little things that you don't eat can go in there, and then they're not scattered around the table, and it's just nice. So yeah, I thought as a concept that's really cool. I don't know, I guess there's probably a lot more places out there that do that too, but for me it's a specifically French thing, just because that's the only place I've ever seen it. But yeah, I found this guy and he's just so cool. It is a snail, and on the top of the shell, the handle of the lid is a little worm. And he's a little gentleman, like he's got a hat, a little bow tie. It's very cool. He was pretty chipped up. Well, I thought it was more chipped up than it actually is. Actually, there's only one chip on this foot. There is a chip on the foot in the back here. Then there is a bit of a, I think that's where the glaze didn't go and then it got dirty. So there's that. I've tried to clean it, but I think it's just stained, like, but it's kind of stained in almost the same color. goes with the colors. And then I think there's another chip somewhere on the shell somewhere. I know it, 2 chips on the shell and 2 chips on the feet. There, I guess. No, that's not a chip. Oh, there. There we go. So you've got 2 chips on the shell, 1, 2, and 2 on the feet. And at first I thought, oh, I can't sell this, it's too chipped up. Because it looked like there was more, because it was kind of, it had sticker residue and things like that that kind of made me think that it was all in worse condition. But apart from that, it's perfect. So I was like, yeah. And you guys were like, yeah, you can sell that. I would have it even with the chips. I was like, okay, cool. He's pretty special, so I believe you. So yeah, this guy is going up today. Well, today when you're watching this. Okay, next. I then have these 2 kitchen pieces. They are from the same brand. I'm selling them separately because, you know, not everybody wants everything, you know. This first piece is a olive pot, so olive de Provence. Moustière. I always mispronounce it. Moustière. So they are usually like either transfer or hand painted or a mix of both. This is a transfer piece. You can tell that it's really nicely done, but it's not hand painted. But I love this style. They have very like specific colors, the green and the yellow. It's a gorgeous style. I do not have the original spoon that goes with the olives, but sometimes they are wooden, so they don't age as well as the other stuff. So sometimes it's not there. And then this is a soup tureen with the same brand. As I thought, is this a pear? What do you think, guys? Is that a pear on the top? And if it is, why a pear? Because it's supposed to be for soup. Or is that some vegetable, a nondescript vegetable? I really like the details though. So this is transferware that is also hand painted. So you can see the same transfer design as this. But then this top piece is hand painted. And I love, they've got butterflies. I love the butterflies. And then the actual tureen has the fishing guy, classic. And then the bird, which is also one of the classic designs. And this is transfer, but then the handles are hand painted. Can you see? You can see really the difference. And that is also, yeah. So these are quite desirable design in France. Elsewhere, I don't know. But I like them. So this next piece, I wasn't actually even sure I wanted to sell it on. I was thinking of keeping it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that hand-painted design on the front of that. It's so delicate. And then it looks just like very like plants and that sort of design. And then you go to the side and they're like plant-breathing dragons on the side. How gorgeous is that? And it is a signed piece. Here you can see it signed by the artist. It's fully hand-painted. and it is Giraud Limoges. So Giraud, I think, is one of the famous artists in like Limoges pottery. And then we have, it is décoré à la main, so hand painted, and then it has a number 423. Out of how many, I don't know, but it's definitely a special piece. So this might be a little pricier than the other stuff. But yeah, it's beautiful. I should probably try and go a little faster, guys. This video is going to be super long and rambly. So this next piece, I have two at once to try and go a little faster. So this is a little mustard pot. It's a little ceramic mustard pot, and once again, it's very nicely done. It's not hand painted, but it looks hand painted. You can kind of tell. So it's a transfer piece. It's in the same kind of style as the moustière. I wonder if that's on purpose. And it's moutarde de téméraire. So it's made in France, product of France. And it has the original plastic cover to it. Like if you had mustard in there. But I guess you can remove that and do as you please. If you want to keep utensils in it or just decorate with it. Then we have this cool little creamer. How cute is it? It's like an off-white color with these little lime green polka dots just randomly around here. So yeah, it's just a nice, cool little creamer. Either you can use it as a creamer or as a little planter in your kitchen. Very cute. Pop it over there. We have this cool sugar pot, I guess, a sugar canister thing. It's gorgeous. It's pretty heavy though, and it is Lillian Vernon, which I guess if you're American you probably know what that is, but in France it's not a thing. I think it's like even a catalog thing in the US, and it is definitely vintage. And there's this gorgeous cat sitting at a windowsill, and I think we have the moon. So is it the evening or is it one of those morning moons? And it's actually got a little roof as a lid. Pretty cool. I don't know if you guys remember any of this stuff. At some point I'll be doing hauls and then selling on eBay like pretty much the same day, so I won't need to be doing all this explaining because you would have already just seen it. I don't know. Do you guys enjoy these videos? This is in pretty perfect condition. I think there is a chip. Yep, there's one chip under there. Can you even see it? Just move it out the light. There we go. So there's a chip there, but it is under the lid. Oh, is that a chip too? I feel like that's a chip that someone's, or maybe it's not. I don't know. That might be a chip someone's repaired, like with paint or something. But I marked this one as a chip, but you don't see it because it's a wee house. So it's under the roof. So yeah, that's pretty cute. I actually thought if I had a cat, I would use this to keep my cat treats in. But maybe would the cat be able to knock that off? It's pretty heavy, but I mean, cats are pretty smart. Does anybody remember this piece? I got this in one of the raideries, which is like, I think it was the one in the park beside the zoo, which is fun because it's a swan beside the little lake. And this piece I actually paid up for, so I'm hoping that it will find a home. And it's very heavy. It's heavy, it's well made, it's gorgeous. Underneath you can see it's like bolted. It's bolted in. Got little feet. Even underneath, all the detail is just so pretty. So cool. So I'm trying to let you guys see that it's kind of tarnished in there quite a bit, but I give it a good clean up. But you know, It has age to it. I like the fact that here, even here underneath the swan, it's all swirly and detailed. So pretty. So yeah, I was thinking more of like a jewelry holder, like having that beside your bed, and you can pop your rings and all sorts in there. You can even like stick your watch in there, stuff. Pop your rings on the neck, pop something in here. I don't know. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Definitely an older piece. Very beautiful. Okay, so that's the first 15. I still have 5 pieces to show you guys. I have this little set of 4 egg cups. I thought they were just so cute. They're little ceramic, white with these like 3D little things on them. They're so cute. Got cherries, a little flower, some grapes, and I think a rose. Yeah, a little rose. They are Affubel. I have no idea what the brand is, but this was when I was thinking Easter, before I found out I couldn't sell until way later than Easter. So I know this is not the moment to be selling Eastery things like egg cups, but you know, people still eat eggs all year round, so why not? And these are very cute. No chips, no cracks, no damage. They're just gorgeous little egg cups. And talking of egg cups, we have these. Now these are special. I'm hoping to find more because I want some for myself too. I've seen them in all different colors, clear, blue, green, all different colors. That's like 3 or 4. But yeah, how cool are those? They are vintage French from like the 60s, 70s. I can't remember the brand. It's L something. I wrote it on the listing, but how cool are they? I found a set of 3 one time. They actually were sold originally in sets of 3, and then I found this guy by himself, and I thought I'll just throw him in. So I'll sell them as a set of 4. And I thought, well, you know, it's not so bad that one is a different color, because it'll be like, that's the mama one, you know. Mom can have her egg in this one, and then dad and kids or whatever. Or maybe that's the daddy one, or maybe, you know, whatever. I think it's cute to have a little one like that. But anytime I see these, I'm going to pick them up. Even if I just find one, I'm going to grab it. And I'm going to try and keep making little sets to sell for you guys, because I think they're gorgeous. And then these next ones are glasses. And they are hand-blown blue glass with clear glass feet there. And you can see we have all the Pontal scars underneath. They're not smoothly polished, but they're not like, you won't cut yourself on them. They're a bit rough, but they're fine. And somebody has hand-blown them. Each of them has a mark around here. I don't know if that was like on purpose. Like there's a line right around them at this mark. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. I don't know enough about glass blowing to know that. They have variations of sizes. They have variations of like thickness. I guess it was all the same amount of glass, and if they're bigger, they're a bit thinner. And like this one's slightly to the right, but they're all pretty gorgeous though. So a hand-blown set of glasses. I actually was thinking they could have been very cool egg cups, but then, and I thought, you know, like if your hen lays big eggs, you can use this one small ones. But then I put them up to some egg cups and realized they're way too big. But yeah, pretty cool. And then I have these Fire King cool peach luster cups and saucers. And it's fun because I learned about this from like crazy lamp lady videos and stuff. And then I found some in France and I was really excited. I I actually only found the cups, and then I found these saucers like months later. But now I can sell a little set of 4. I think these will probably sell in France, as they are a lot less available in France than they are in like the US and stuff. But yeah, Fire King, Anchor Hawking, Peach Lusterware. It's just so pretty. Oh, I love this stuff. Very, very pretty. Gorgeous. And the last piece I'm selling this week is this oven dish in the shape of a shell, and it's this gorgeous blue. You can see. I don't know who makes these. I have like a model, like a mold model number here, but I don't have a brand. It seems pretty solid, nicely made. I actually love that on the edge. Where can you see? Can you see the glaze, the blue going into the white on the glaze? Such a small detail, but I think it's very pretty. So yeah, nice clamshell. What do you call them in France? Coquille Saint-Jacques. And it's a nice oven dish. Ta-da. Okay. So I think you guys have seen most of this stuff before in videos, but like months and months ago. So hopefully this will refresh your memory. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it relaxing, a little interesting, to have a little behind the scenes update on the eBay stuff. I hope that every single one of my sleepy squirrels are well, wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you. I hope that you can find your own little bubble. For example, if you are in Nuremberg, Germany, like my lovely, lovely, lovely patron, Janine. Hey Janine, I hope you're well. Thank you for all of your lovely support. And I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely, lovely